Hello and welcome everyone to a new episode of Malaga Insiders, episode 38 if I'm right. And we the two of us now, but we've got someone I can see right on my bottom screen just running in now. So I'll add him in when he's ready. I'm here now with Paul and Calum. How are you guys doing?
All good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. A little bit better. Last week I went through my ankle 2 weeks ago now, but it went a quick recovery so I can walk normally again. So
that's good.
That's good. Yeah, right. While we wait for Chris, I want to quickly ask you guys about. I didn't mention this before, but what happened in Scottish football over the last week? It's also a lot of like with the final league game with Celtics against Motherwell, and there was a bit of drama, or not? Or am I wrong? Or I just saw
You're
a lot of
probably
people
better asking
hating
Paul
on
because I'm probably biased because I'm a Celtic fan, so maybe. But you're probably better asking Paul. He's a neutral, so he'll maybe give you a more. You know what I mean? I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I mean that was the second last game, wasn't it? Because the last game was
Celtic, the Motherwell game. I think is the one that you're referring to. Yeah,
the Motherwell game was the one that there was a bit of controversy around with Celtic getting a penalty in the last seconds.
Yeah.
Now I've seen it back, and in my opinion, it's a penalty. He's got his hand on his forehead.
He's like that, Tonie, jumping like that.
Yeah, I mean, he can't. His arm's gone up to give him leverage, and the Celtic player, I can't remember who it was. Is it Ian actually? Or is it right?
Trusty,
and he can't get his arm down because the Celtic players come in underneath him. But he's handball. He's got his hand in front of his forehead. So for me, it was a penalty. I mean, I know there's no controversy around it, but for me, it was a penalty. And there's photographic evidence of the fact that he's got his hand there and the ball struck his hand. Whether it was intentional or not, and it keeps. This is the thing. Oh, he didn't mean it. Well, I mean, who knows what the rules are these days about handball? But if it struck his hand in the box, 99 times out of 100, the referees are going to give that now, whether it's intentional or not. So for me, it was a penalty. And I got the points they needed to take it to the last day, and then they beat Hearts to win the league.
Yeah, because I saw. Hey, there he is.
Hey.
Came running in the intro. Was gonna miss it, but he made it just back in time.
Yeah.
So how are you doing, Chris?
Left my home at 7:00 in the morning to get your train towards Malaga, and now I'm just got home.
Nice.
Busy man.
No, usually I'm not, but except for today. Yeah.
Can happen.
Anyway, welcome aboard, Chris.
Yes.
I've got all four of us now here.
Oh, I just came to. What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know why I'm now big now.
The credits. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
I'm just here to listen to and fall asleep to listen to you guys.
We're not that boring.
Why are you all so serious? We fucking won.
Oh, we've not started. We've not started on that yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, spoiler, no.
We're talking about controversy in Scottish football.
Yeah, I was like, well, we wait for Chris to quickly ask about that. Because then also, just to round that off, it's probably crazy, but...
Name me one thing that isn't controversy in Scotland.
Well, I'm not being funny, but we're probably on par with the refereeing in the Segunda anyway, that's for sure.
Yeah.
With that, actually, let's just jump into it.
Yeah, go for it.
I think we've covered it all, so go for it.
Yeah. So now, Malaga played Ceuta, and obviously Chris spoiled it, but we won. 1-4. Let me quickly go over the lineup. Alfonso in goal, right back Puga. Then in the right centre back, Recio, who replaced Murillo after sanction. We discussed last week it might be Isam playing there, but it was Recio at the end. Then Einar Rafita. Isa Merino, Rafa, who replaced Brasanac. Then Dani Lorenzo, back from injury, who replaced Dottor, who got sanctioned. And then Joaquin Alarrubia and Chupe back in the lineup, replacing Adrian. And the game starts pretty good. Like after first shot of the game, after 1 minute or two, Joaquin just hits it from far, just out of the post. And 2 minutes later, it's 1-0. Joaquin.
What a crazy stuff, isn't it? I mean, he picks the ball up halfway through Ceuta's side of the pitch and then just misses it.
Yeah.
That was a chance, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, you're looking at, like, what am I talking about?
No, yes. We're just listening to you.
No, it happened, right?
Yeah,
The-
no,
that-
it was
yeah.
it was a crazy
I was
chance.
looking
and-
at Paul and I even started doubting about I was expecting.
No, you were right.
Okay.
No,
He's
and,
been very
and
good
then
lately,
after,
hasn't he? Though Joaquin really stepped up in the last maybe month, maybe just a bit over a month. He really has stepped up, contributing a lot of with goals and assists and involvement. So it's
Yeah.
been really good to. And like you say, we're 1-4-1, so I think we're all very happy.
yeah, and it's going crazy after the 1-0. What was the check by the ref? It wasn't offside, and then like 10 minutes later or 9 minutes later, Ceuta scores the 2-0, and it's like what's happening
Yeah.
here? Like I thought it was going to be a very difficult game. Ceuta, very difficult stadium where both Castellón and Racing draw points. So after this start, I was buzzing. And then after that, there was a great chance of Ceuta, who then Recio cleared off the line. Recio played very well as well, replacing Murillo was not an easy task. And then he gets it off the line. Then I think after Ceuta scores the 2-1. But it was then roughly offside. What was millimeter?
Yeah, they had a couple of chances in that wee period, didn't they? They were trying to get back in the game. They got the goal disallowed, and then obviously they get the.
And then right before halftime, very important moment, Chupete scores again, another double. Great ball.
Lovely goal as
Rafa.
well. The goals were
Rafa.
the goals were really good goals as well. They weren't. None of them were bad goals. Good link-up play. I was really impressed with the pressing for the team. The guys that are pressing by Chupe's second one, it's like Daniel Lorenzo and Rafa. Two centre midfielders high up the park, pushing onto their defence. And it was Chupe's something like the goal he scored last week as well. That curved finish. Some of his finishes are really, really good.
I'm going to tell you something. We had it under control from start to finish.
Yeah.
And this was the most boring match I've seen of Malaga this season. And not because it was bad, but I never felt we were in any danger whatsoever. No. So this was the most relaxed match I've watched the whole season.
It was almost the perfect sort of performance.
It
was.
Was.
You say goals. We conceded a goal, but we didn't really look like under any threat in him coming back.
I didn't.
I was listening to you guys last week, and you obviously were quite worried, saying this could be quite a hard, obviously, place to go. But Malaga made really easy work of it.
Yeah, but usually it is a very difficult place to go, and I think that's what my mind was still in a dangerous place, thinking we had to suffer for 90 minutes in hope to win. But that second goal of Malaga, I mean, I think it's the best goal I've seen of Malaga this season.
Yeah.
And I was watching it at my neighbors, and we didn't even celebrate. Both of us were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a different spin on it, in the sense that, it was a good performance, but if you watch it back, now I've watched the highlights since, the first three goals, the first one, Joaquin runs in, the boy doesn't challenge him. The second one, there's no movement in the box from Rafa. Daniel Lorenzo plays a great ball into Rafa's feet. Nobody looks at him, and he plays it in, and Chupe gets in front of the defender. And then the third one, they're just looked lackadaisical, and Rafa nicked in and got the ball, and Chupe scored. Now, for me...
And what did they do with the fourth one?
It looked... the fourth one. The fourth one, Aaron Ochoa played a 1-2 with their midfielder.
Yeah, it was an interception, wasn't it? And just drove in.
And for me, it was like... before the game, I was thinking, say it was a hard place to go, as you've already said, Tonie, with the other top teams in the division not being able to win there. But I thought, having looked back at it, at the time I thought this is a great result. Having looked back at it, saw the highlights, I didn't think Ceuta were interested, to be honest.
No.
They're not playing for anything, and I don't think they were too bothered. I mean, you see the second and third goal, They just thought, oh well, let's do nothing. You know,
they did just stop, didn't they?
Yeah.
They like,
It was just,
and they were quite. There didn't seem like there was a lot of defenders around in the area as well. Like they were all sort of committed forward. And, yeah.
Well, maybe you're lucky we played them when we did it this time of the season when they had nothing to play for.
Yeah, I just think Ceuta just could not stand up with the intensity that Malaga came with. I think
true.
They were shocked. I think they could not deal with that. I think they didn't expect that, and Malaga came out as a train, just like full speed, and they were kind of caught by surprise because most balls were like good interceptions. 2 of Rafa, who got 2 assists as well.
He was very good.
With Ochoa, he was fantastic. Yeah. So and then that's the first half, and then on a half time, Dani Lorenzo got subbed off, Ramon back in. That was nothing. Funes said that was discussed beforehand. What is good, I think. Let's not overplay Dani Lorenzo, especially if you're up 3-0.
Yeah.
And then the second half starts, and not too much happens, and then unlucky Einar scores an own goal. What? Yeah, kind of just bounces in front of him, and he
couldn't move his old leg quick enough to get out of the run.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate.
I have to step in here because there are several things. Einar is the most unluckiest footballer on earth because every time these goals happen, it's not that he can do something about it. I mean, you have your own goals where a player takes a shot into his own, you know what I mean? Like the Manu Molina goal he scored away against.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't unlucky. But, I mean, every goal Einar scores in his own goal, there's not much he can do about it. He's just unlucky always.
Yeah. Did we not give Manu Molina the goal of the season last year for that? I guess.
Yeah, that was the goal. Yeah, that was. It was a brilliant goal, though. Still.
Yeah. And then after that, some more substitutes happened. Montero came in replacing Recio. Ochoa came in for Rafa. And Lobete for Joaquin and Brasna for La Rubia. And then after all those substitutes, Ochoa, what we said before, recovers the ball. Oh, I heard some dogs. Ochoa recovers the ball perfectly and has a brilliant run and scores his second goal of the season. And then sends the game 1-4 and great.
It's a great result going into the Santander game because, like you say, it was a sticky fixture. Like when you look at them when they came to the Rosaleda, they actually looked quite good.
Yeah.
They looked like a decent side and they did cause us some problems. But it's definitely to win 4-1 away from home in any game. It doesn't matter if they sort of mailed it in. The fact that the Chupi got a double and it's only going to give them confidence. So that's all that matters to us.
What's also important that we scored more goals is because if we draw on point with Almeria, since the results between us is equal, it will be on goal difference, and because of this, we're up now 2.
Nice.
Yeah. So that is potentially still we could draw them with them at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So that is basically the game, and I just also want to mention, we quickly said before, but I think Rafa has been playing fantastic last week. I think it might be one of his best games so far he played for Malaga, even though he didn't score compared to at the start of the season where he scored a couple of goals, but he was very good and very surprised me because I remember a couple of months ago, maybe a month and a bit ago, when I spoke to, I don't know who was here, but with Paul, I definitely know he was there. Like I said, I was kind of disappointed in Rafa's second part of the season. But I really think he really stepped up these last couple of games. He's been very strong, and this might be one of his best games so far.
I think we also have to talk about Recio, don't we?
Yeah.
Because he pulls off 100% performance in after his last match. I don't recall.
A while ago, anyway. He's not been in for a while, hasn't he?
Real Sociedad B or Mirandes or any of those.
Let me check for you.
Maybe before that.
I think that last performance he had wasn't the best performance either, was it?
Yeah, that was the one.
Valladolid 3-3 at home.
Yeah, that was the one where he missed the clearance, and he did look really shaky his last game, to be fair.
And before that, his last game was Mirandes, 2nd of February. So those are only 2 games he played this year.
Yeah.
but he was outstanding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I saw before the game a lot of people were attacking Funes because it's like, why is Montero not playing? What did he do? But it's quite clear that it was going to be either Isan or Recio because he's not going to put in two left-footed. Yeah, he's not going to start with two left-footed centre backs.
Doesn't make any sense. And the other thing you said about Joaquin, that he now is really decisive, I think, or that he now is a really good player. I think the whole season he has been a fantastic player. The only thing that didn't accompany him was the luck.
Yeah.
Or
the numbers.
The numbers.
But,
and
do you not think what helped him as well though is Larubia getting injured? Because he was maybe then like, I need to step up now. Because Larubia before that was the one he was getting the goals. And then all of a sudden he goes down injured, and then that's when Joaquin's performances start going up. It's like, right, I'm going to be the man who's going to take control now. I'm going to, do my bit. I feel anyway, that's when he was, like you say, Chris, he wasn't playing well, but the numbers only started getting better once Larubia went out injured. And that's when he started contributing goals and assists.
I think, and I don't want to bring any controversy, but I also think that Larubia is also a discussion point because he's a great player. He has the talent. He's very good, but he's not bringing enough the past few weeks, maybe months. It isn't enough what he brings. It's always a few moments, but
that's just struggling with fitness as well. Like he's been out for a while, and to be fair, like
even before that, throughout the season, he doesn't have a constant. Doesn't have a constant. He's not performing constantly, is he?
I think what he's done, he's gave us big moments. Maybe he wasn't doing that earlier in the season, but what he's doing is he's giving us big moments. Like you say, he's maybe not having the perfect 90 minutes, but what I will say, I think his work rate's a lot better now. He works back, he defends, obviously helps his team defensively.
His defending is really good.
And now he's obviously contributing with goals and stuff like that. I do understand what you're saying.
He's got his best numbers so far this season, though, with 9 assists and 3 goals.
But everybody else is chipping in as well, so we're not having to rely on him.
No, we're not.
Which is good.
But if we would rely on him, we would have a problem.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's the part of this team. Everyone can step up. Like we're not dependable on anyone, because even if Chupa's out, then we got still Nino and even got Eneko who can play there. Daniel Lorenzo was out before. What's going to happen now? Well, Dottor really stepped up.
Yeah.
And then, same with Isan. Like, Luismi injured start of the season. What's going to happen now? He's our best midfielder. But Isan really took well of that role, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
It's difficult to replace a player like Luismi, and I think Isan has definitely proved himself this season.
I do feel that's been a big trait in this team this year, is for all the injuries they've had since Funes has came in, is when somebody's been asked to come in and do a job and somebody's either been suspended or injured. I think guys have came in and they've done well, whether it be Rafa, whether it be obviously Brazinak coming in and getting a goal the other week there. Obviously, do you know what I mean? I just think there's guys that are coming in and then they're contributing. And that's a good sign. It means everybody in the squad's happy, not just the 11 that are starting. You know, the whole squad is now contributing, whether you're starting, you're coming off the bench, or if you're maybe replacing somebody who's suspended, maybe knowing that you might not get a game the next game week, but the game that you do come in, they all seem to be, showing good levels of performance. And that's important for the squad.
And maybe, I don't know, something to end this part with. Incredible the kindness between Malaga fans and Ceuta fans. There were even Ceuta fans giving away their season tickets in front of the stadium to people for Malaga fans to attend to the match.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really nice to see this as well, Like, even though it's also nice to have, like, more, not bad rivalries, but, like, a little bit more tension in the stadium. But it's also nice to go to some stadiums where you have this, because for them, we are their closest team to play in Segunda. And as well, like how they behaved, like also Ceuta, they wanted to put on the big TV screen before the game, what La Liga didn't allow. They gave us more away tickets than they normally do. So it's nice to also have this type of treatment from other clubs.
Yeah. So when they came to La Rosaleda, it was exactly the same outside Barcelona Madrid. All the fans were there. And it was a good atmosphere and everybody mingling together. It was really, really nice to see.
It was nice to see all the videos of everyone going down the boat. I think that was class.
Yeah.
And all the away fans were brilliant as well.
Malaga fans turned out well. They always turn out well, to be fair, when they get the opportunity. But they turned out really well over there, considering the travel and stuff. But yeah.
And there was this one moment where everyone just grabs a water bottle or something and just start throwing it over each other. That was really funny. So I want to mention that.
There was also this moment where this guy went to La Rosaleda at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Some psychopath.
Yeah, some idiots.
Yeah. Forgot about that. Tell us about that. You just what happened?
You suffered from insomnia, Chris. Was that what?
Yeah, you couldn't sleep.
He said, "I need to get content. I need to get content."
Yeah, everything for the content. No, my dad said he wanted to welcome the players, and we thought there would be a bigger atmosphere, but we were there with 6 people.
Was it so sexy? 6 diehards.
When the bus arrived, they clapped, and I just filmed it, and it went pretty much viral, I guess.
Completely bemused. Why is there 7 people here waiting on us coming back?
You should have gone to the fucking bus and shook your hands. That's what you should have done.
Yeah. Well, they all came out.
The bus should take you back home.
Yeah. They all came out and said hi. It was nice.
That's good though. That's good. At least they respected it.
Yeah. Very nice, everyone.
So yeah, let's round up this last victory. So now we'll go quickly over the results and the standings. So last Friday there were 2 games. Castellón Cádiz 1-1. What's good for Malaga. Cordoba lost as well at home against Albacete. Well, they're basically out now of the playoff spot. At least it will be very difficult. Then on Saturday, Real Sociedad B played Mirandés 2-2. Then we beat Ceuta 1-4. Cultural Leonesa beat Eibar 2-1 at the same time, what is also very important for us. Almeria lost at home 1-2 against Las Palmas. Granada lost as well in the last minute against Burgos at home. And then Racing won 4-1. And because of the loss of Almeria at the end, they promoted to La Liga. And then Sunday there were 2 games with Deportivo against Andorra. I was watching that game. Andorra started very well. Came on 1-0, but they lost 2-1 at the end, what was a shame for us. And then as well, Zaragoza lost at home 1-3. And the team is basically out. And then Monday, there was a 0-0 draw between Leganes and Huesca, what also didn't favor both of teams. Let me then quickly go over the table. So Racing first, Racing first with 78 points, promoted already. They still need 2 or 3 more points to become champion. To win it. Then second is Deportivo La Coruña with 74 points. Then third, Almeria with 71 points. Fourth, Malaga with 69 points. Fifth, Las Palmas also with 69 points. And sixth, Castellón with 66 points. Seventh, Burgos also with 66 points. And eighth, Eibar with 64. And then Cordoba ninth with 60, but I don't think really that's relevant anymore. Then the bottom is Real Zaragoza with 35 points. Second to bottom in 21st position is Cultural Leonesa with 36. Then 20th Mirandés with 37. Huesca 19th with 37. Then the final 2 teams in relegation possibility is Cádiz 18th with 40. And Leganés 17th with 43. Was still possible to relegate, but they only need 1 more point and then they're safe.
Relegation has never been so cheap.
No, it's crazy how cheap it is.
Yeah,
that's our luck.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the promotion is one of the most expensive.
Yeah.
Just our luck as well.
Yeah.
That'll make going up even sweeter though. You know what I mean? You're properly earned it. This year it's been a very, very competitive league. That's one thing for sure. Everybody can beat everybody.
30-point difference between relegation and Malaga spot now.
Yeah.
That's really a lot.
Because remember how tight it was? Even like back when we were round about sort of down that area. A couple of wins was taking you right back up. obviously a couple of defeats was doing the. But do you know what I mean? That's how close it was. There wasn't much sort of room for error.
Shame of Deportivo win, because with the loss, direct promotion would be very possible for us.
Yeah, very possible. I mean, the difference would
it is. Then they only one draw, and they still play Las Palmas the last week. So, and then if we all end up with 75 points, then we promote.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was a possibility.
It's arguable. It's still possible.
It's still possible, 100%. 100%. So let's get into the news. Yeah,
but I don't see Deportivo losing points 3 weeks in a row.
No. Even when they didn't play that bad, they still fucking squeak a result. You know, I've seen them play some games and they're just not very good, and they just, you know, that game they got a last minute penalty out of nowhere. I can't remember who it was against, and they were awful, but they got a last minute penalty, and
they always score the winner in the last minute.
I mean, they've been down in games, Chris, and they just come back, and it's just
important things. Do we have news?
Yeah.
That's very important news that just dropped a couple of hours ago. Ceuta renovated until 2029. Kind of did not expect it. Already? Yeah, I posted it.
Nice. Yeah. I haven't been online. Can somebody explain to me why this guy adds another year when he just renewed his contract?
Because he loves Malaga that much.
I think it's probably to get definitely to get more salary in as well, to get a higher clause rule. But I don't know if that is official yet. I didn't see anything in a statement of Malaga, so I don't know if anyone else reported on that. But there's now, so that will probably go up quite a bit.
Maybe also want to make sure if somebody does want to sign them, that Malaga are going to get obviously properly compensated. Because for somebody like him scoring the goals that he's scoring, you know, a striker like that doesn't come cheap. Do you know what I mean? So if somebody does maybe want to attain him, then they're going to have to pay money if he's got, 3 years on his contract. You're not going to get
quite loud about saying that he wants to stay as well. So this may be confirmed.
That's a good thing as well. Yeah,
give it a next shout.
Of course, you want him to stay, but that's what I'm meaning. Like if he does end up maybe getting sold, at least you're going to get top dollar for him.
But selling a player with a 3-year contract, I don't think anybody will.
Unless it's money they can't turn down, Chris.
You know what I mean?
Unless
sense, right?
I think it's confirmed that he's staying. I think it's confirmed that he will stay the summer.
Let's not be under any illusions, guys. There will be teams looking at him. Like that's like a lot of the players. Like no, just him. There's other players in the team that will be getting looked at just purely for the fact of their age, the amount of games they're playing. You know, some of these guys are 22, 23, and they've got 100 plus appearances under their belt now. Do you know?
Yeah.
So
for me, it's confirmed now.
I think so as well. Or someone needs to pay a big amount of money to get him there, and then still he has the last saying in it. So the player plays where he wants to play.
Yeah.
So then
else we will mingle in.
Yeah.
We will have our say. I'm looking at your background, Calum. It looks like the sun is shining at your place.
The sun is shining. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't earlier on. I was saying that to the guys. This morning at work, I got fucking soaking, saturated. It was like a tsunami. I'd hit the golf course, but now it's nice and sunny. It's just going to be now. We're getting it's starting to get dark now.
Here in Holland, it's already dark. As well.
We get like an hour of sun.
Are you serious? Is it still light at yours? No, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's still light.
Still light here as well, yeah. Aye.
Yeah. It's light till about 9 o'clock. What you got? You pitched that? You're never ahead, Marquez.
No, Spain is always the first one in summer to go dark, and then the further up north you go.
Yeah, but still light, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that? See the sun coming through the window?
No, that's crazy.
It's a sunset now.
Then let me go into more news. We've got some Fondo Sur news, because there were a couple things. First, it was kind of like, I don't know who made the initial announcement, but everyone to bring toilet paper to do the Atletico Madrid and what all the other teams, what Malaga done in the past as well, to throw the toilet paper on the pitch when they kick off. And then this week, Chris, you got a message, in the group with all the communication department that it's not allowed, that they will partially close La Rosaleda or fully close La Rosaleda if it will happen and heavy sanctions.
I have a few things to say about this.
It was your idea in the first place.
No. I think it's a great idea. But I can't understand the position of the club because after the watch throwing and the water bottle throwing, I mean, we are in a point in the season where one little thing that's not allowed, the La Liga will close a part of the stadium or the full stadium. And
we can't afford that this time of the season.
No,
we need to be,
Absolutely.
So everything has to be on spot now. I can understand that part.
That's one of the biggest assets we've got at home is the fans.
Yeah.
They're a proper 12-man at home. The atmosphere at that place is amazing.
I think it's the right decision from the club.
Yeah.
The problem I do have with it, that I can understand you communicate it to the press, but why not? And that's very easy because they have the numbers. Why not send a message to Fondo Sur and tell Fondo Sur that explain them, talk to them first, because they are the ones who initiated it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that today.
Because why does Fondo Sur have to find out through the press? That's the thing I don't understand.
Yeah. I thought that they would know because you send a message through the communication. I assumed they had contact, and then when today I read the statement of Fondo Sur saying there was no communication, this and that, I was kind of surprised. I was kind of shocked. I didn't really understand it. I was like,
no,
I didn't understand. I was like, why?
Why not call them first, and then why not call them first and say, hey, listen, great idea, because that's what the press office department said. Great idea in the statement, but this and this, because this of this and this happened, we are on the watch list, and one mistake and it could lead to big problems without having the stadium closed for a match or partially closed. They would understand that.
Yeah.
But why doing it this way?
Give them the place.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I think that's a very big mistake. And I think you have to stay in contact with Fondo Sur and help Fondo Sur wherever you can. But it's none of that. I mean, you can also, I don't know, donate every season 10,000 euros for new flags or for things for them to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, because Fondo Sur has been growing so much over the last years, and it's so important in the stadium what they bring. And it should be, because most clubs, well, I don't know all clubs, but I'm sure
the clubs should be celebrating
clubs do help their fans, send money.
Include them, not exclude them. And that's a bit what's happening, and that's the thing I don't understand.
No.
Yeah. Because they bring you a lot, they bring the players a lot, they bring the atmosphere a lot. So it's very controversial when you hear Funes say, well, the fans are so important in every win and everything. And when we play at home, oh, wow, at home it's always easier to play because of the fans. Yeah, but the noise is coming from Fondo Sur. The ones who bringing you the atmosphere is Fondo Sur.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, include them, talk with them.
Yeah, it's kind of that's definitely, Malaga has made so many steps forward as a club this last years, but I think they still kind of behind.
There are still steps to take.
Yeah,
I think.
And hopefully in the summer they could speak or for next season, because there's two more things that Fondo Sur announced. First is another recibimiento that will be at 4:30. In the recta tribuna, so when the players arrive. And then today also they ask everyone for the next game to wear the blue and white shirt, because it's for the important games. So not bring your pink shirt, don't bring your brown shirt, don't bring your purple Malaga shirt, the green one, or whatever color you have. Bring your blue and white.
Yeah,
I think that's important.
There's one problem, because I also have an announcement. I have to go catamaran sailing first with my work, because they thought that the match against Racing Santander at home would be a great moment to go sailing together. I will miss the recibimiento. And it doesn't look like I'm taking. I'm not wearing a Malaga shirt to a work thing.
You wear a life jacket.
Can you bring it with?
I'm not bringing anything with.
Go in Lil School back.
No. I'm sorry, but I'm not on a. No.
Wear it under your life jacket.
Yeah, just fall overboard and then swim back.
Yeah.
Good shirt.
Yeah. It's only
wear a white shirt.
And the boat leaves at 3:30.
So if the whole stadium will be blue and white, and you see
one
colored spot, that is Chris.
Yeah.
Blame him.
Bright orange life jacket.
Yeah. Comes there with an orange life jacket, little buoy around his neck. That is Chris.
I've been thinking about this. This will be my moment. This is the moment where I will shine. This will be my fucking day.
You'd certainly stand out anyway.
That people who watch it on TV would say, I really didn't see the game. I was watching the guy with the black shirt on the whole time, or the white shirt on. I don't know what I'm wearing, but I was looking at him the whole time.
They'll be asking the question, was that the boy that got up at 4 a.m. to go and see the
Aye. That boy that was waiting on the bus, he's couch surfing in a life jacket across the Fondo Sur.
Yeah.
I told my boss, if I'm not back in time to walk up La Rosaleda, I will throw myself overboard, and I'm taking him with me. So.
Aye.
Then some more news about the game. Malaga sent 560 tickets to the Racing fans, and I assume that they all in party mode, the fans, and that it will probably be sold out. So hopefully we can break Deportivo's record now, as we didn't broke it last time. I think this weekend they put in 29,400, something like that, in Coruña. So let's see if we can get to the 30,000. I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think it will happen, but who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
But then some more good news is Dani Sanchez is back in training. He completed his first training session. I think after this season, he deserves hopefully some minutes at the end, because he had a hard time, and he's such like a happy guy on the training and always on the Instagram as well. I see him, and it's a shame that he had such a difficult season with injuries and everything. So hopefully he's in a better spot, and he can still bring something to this team.
Dani, we love you.
Yeah. And then some more news that may or may not benefit us. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Yeah.
La Liga Hypermotion will increase the TV revenue, and it will go up 40% in 2027. So hopefully we don't need to worry about. Well, we don't need that. We don't need that money, because we will be playing Primera División next year.
There's also something that really has been going on. Didn't you guys have been reading what's happened on the internet with all the Peña Benamiel thing?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that as well, because I saw the Zaragoza. They put like a statement: "We buy your season ticket if you don't go." Because Zaragoza put on the post saying like, "Yeah, don't go to the stadium. Let's keep it empty
as a protest."
Yeah. And then the Peña Benamiel, they put out a post that they will do. If you don't want to go, you can give us your season ticket.
Yeah, but you have to tell the story from the start. I mean,
I don't know the full story. I just saw that. And then I saw a lot of hate.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, because between Malaga and Real Zaragoza, between the fans, there always has been a brotherhood.
Respect.
Brother thing, respect, friends for a very long time. We all know the horrible situation Real Zaragoza is in. I think nobody wants to see Real Zaragoza there.
No.
A lot has been going on in Zaragoza throughout the season. Things are going wrong. The fans are against, the board and everything. And, I think we can say that Zaragoza will get relegated.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So as a protest, they ask everybody, or fans ask everybody, to play in front of an empty to play the last match in an empty stadium, to make a gesture to the Zaragoza board and to the players. I think it's very disrespectful in any way. If there is a protest, if there isn't a protest. When your friend is falling,
you don't kick them when they're down.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most horrible gesture I've seen in years, and I find it very, very, very disrespectful from the Peña Binomio, and I don't think it's a good cause at all.
I agree so as well. I do get that point in a way of like they think like, oh, you don't go this, that, but I don't know. I saw a lot of Zaragoza comments as well. It's like, yeah, we were not going to go, but we're not going to betray our team to fill up our stadium with the away fans.
Listen, Tonie, if Malaga was down there and Zaragoza could go up, and somebody would say, hey, I'm buying your season ticket for the last match. I don't know.
I'll never sell it. I'll never do that. I think it's treason to your own club selling your own season ticket.
Besides, it's disrespectful, right?
Yeah.
Because you got something to celebrate.
Yeah, I'm going to Zaragoza. I don't know how we will get tickets yet, but I will not do it through that way. Like we try to get in the away section. I don't know if there is an away section because I heard some complaints with all the teams that they didn't get a lot of tickets. So let's see what happens there. But
yeah, well,
yeah. So that was basically the news of this week. But there is a little bit of academy news as well. There were a lot of renovations. I couldn't find all of them, but I highlighted some important ones. Jesus Rosa signs for Malaga Juvenil A, who is the brother of Malagueños player Marco Rosa. And he signs for Juvenil A, and he comes from San Felix, what used to be a partner team of Malaga, but that stopped, I think, a couple of years ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then as well, more academy news. Lucas Berton renovates until 2028. The Dominican Republic international midfielder extended his contract with the club. I think he came over in last winter, or like he's been there for a little bit, and he's played, I think, 10 or 14 games with the Dominican Republic. So he will stay there and be there one of the players in the CRF next season. Then some more news as well. Nigeria under 20 called up left back Wahabat Bolanle Musa, who plays for Juvenile. Is a left back.
Why didn't you just call him Musa?
Because I tried to pronounce his whole name.
Okay, very nice. Should have called Alex. as he works for
yeah. So and he signed for Malaga last winter. So I don't know if he has a good, maybe he could potentially be good for us in a couple of years. So
it's good to see the club tying up young talent as well. You know, they're getting one thing they've been proactive with is getting guys tied up on their contracts, not just the first team, but obviously, you know, the youth players as well. So that's good to see that they're trying to build for the future as well. That can only be a positive. That.
Yeah, and there were a couple of more academy players, but I couldn't find all the names.
We can't be arsed anymore.
Exactly. So I just highlight the most important ones, and that was kind of the news of the week.
Racing Santander.
Paul,
let's go to Paul, because I see Paul getting his paperwork out. And you know what happens when Paul says something? He doesn't say it because he gives an opinion. He says it because he knows.
Yeah.
So we're now all going to listen to Paul. I want every listener of the Malaga Insiders to not just listen, but sit down, relax, but really listen to what Paul has to say. Paul.
You're building this up far too much, Chris.
I'm hanging on your lips. That's what we
Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, what is there to say about Racing Santander? They're at the top of the league. They've been promoted already. They've had a fantastic season. Obviously led by our ex-manager, Jose Alberto. They've played pretty consistently throughout the season. And this is going to be a tough one for us, even though it's at La Rosaleda. As you said, Tonie, I don't think there's going to be any easing off of this. They still need to win the league. Get another couple of points to win the league, even though they're already promoted. So it's going to be a tough game for us, I think. But stranger things have happened, although we haven't beaten them in, or God knows how long. I think we've got to go back to the February 2020 to get our last victory against them. Obviously, cracking team, scoring goals left, right, and centre. Average more than 2 goals a game. And their basic shape is if it's a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3, and they tend to go down the wings, direct playmaker down the left. Inigo Vicente is probably their main playmaker in there, and obviously they're 2 centre forwards. The Buffalo, Asier del Villalibre. Hope he doesn't bring his trumpet, or he can bring it and play it during the game and celebrate. That'll maybe
you can hide it in his beard.
And Andres Martin are the 2 main threats to us, and they've been the threats all season. How do we go about playing against them? I think we just need to do our pressing. I think that's what we're good at. We'll just, if we press them high up the pitch and keep them on their toes, they're a good footballing side, but they tend to try and go wide. So we need to try and keep it more compact, more narrow, and try to not box them in, but keep them from going down those areas. I think we've said it all season, Calum especially, that there's too many goals conceded from our wings, and particularly down our right hand side, their left. So that's a danger area for us. With their, as I said, their left winger there, Inigo Vicente, coming down there. So that's a danger area for us that we're going to have to really watch for. But I think it should be a good game. I mean, we're going for that 3 points to make sure that we can keep our place in the playoffs. They'll be going for 3 points to try and make sure that they win the league. But at the end of the day, I think for them, if they don't win, it's not a disaster because they're probably going to win the league anyway. I don't see Depor overtaking them. But for us, I think it's a bigger game to try and keep that playoff place up as high as we can. 3 points. Although I think, even if we got a draw and a win at Zaragoza, would probably do us because of the head-to-head we've got against the other teams other than Castellon. So that's pretty much my overview of game this weekend.
Good job, mate.
Anybody else?
Really good job.
Anybody else got anything they want to say?
Well, I'm not so good as you, but I can try something. They're missing 2 players.
They are, yes.
Yeah, that is. I will give you the names. That is Giuliashvili.
Yeah, the Georgian striker. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big miss because he's been playing well for them recently.
I think Villarreal's been on the bench a wee bit for him, hasn't he? I don't think Villarreal's been starting every game, has he?
No, he got injured last week.
Yeah, and the other one is Manex Lozano.
That's the young boy for Bilbao, isn't it?
Yeah.
They got on loan for Bilbao.
That's the players missing for them.
And also last minute Gustavo Puerta got called up to Colombia for the World Cup, so he left to Colombia already.
Yeah.
So it's 3 players missing then.
Yeah.
I definitely do think they. Yeah. On you go, Paul.
I'm just going to say Gustavo Puerta. He's played quite a lot as well. So a bit of disruption in their team, but I think they've got the squad depth to be able to cover that. But it does give us a bit of a chance, or a bigger chance than we would have had they been playing.
Their strengths are obviously where our weaknesses lie. They're good on the wings, and we're quite obviously we're quite vulnerable with sort of balls in behind the fullback because our fullbacks like to go forward, don't they? They like to join the attack, and that's probably one of our biggest threats. Is they get the fullback going up with the wingers, but at the end of the day, these are the kind of games you need to win and it lays down a marker as well going into the playoffs that Malaga have beats it. You know what I mean?
I think the big question is that everybody has: are we there yet?
I think after Saturday, I think we'll know.
I don't know. Given the games that have still to be played, I mean, Eibar are out of it now, I think. Cordoba, I don't think.
It's Burgos that worry me a wee bit, Paul. Burgos are the team that are, they've hit form as well.
Yeah. But we've got the head-to-head against everybody except Castellon, which is good. So I think 1 point would probably be enough for us out of the last 2 games. So losing against Racing isn't the end of the world as long as we get one point. Well, I think we'll get Zaragoza anyway. But
it gives you pressure. Brings a lot of pressure if you have to let it come down to one
absolutely.
match.
With 3 points, we're 100% in there because then they can't overtake us anymore.
Yeah.
1 point, then it will be hanged off in Zaragoza. You never know. But relegated team.
Yeah, I do think they could be complacent on Saturday. I really do, after obviously guaranteeing promotion. I know they've not won the league. But sometimes teams just sort of down tools. I know they've still got to get points to win the league, but I do think there could be a bit of complacency keeps them in there. I really do. Yeah. And I think if Malaga can capitalise on that.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're all over.
Like you said, Paul, quick start, press them early.
Yeah.
Obviously show your intent for the start. And I think they could, you could see them wobble a wee bit early if, the fact, obviously, Rosaleda will be bouncing as well. So I don't think they'll enjoy it that much.
No.
No. Ramon today said as well in the press conference, anyone who thinks they're coming here to stroll around or party is very mistaken. Yeah. They are the best team in the division, and we want to beat them to show that we're aiming for great things. We go into it without any kind of complicity on our part. So I don't think we should expect Racing in party mode. I think, they won they promoted, but I still think they will give it all, and especially Jose Alberto. I think he will always want to beat us.
Yeah.
You always need to prepare for the best version of your team, though, don't you? You don't want to just assume that they're going to come and they're not going to. You need to prepare for the best version of Santander. That's what we need to do. Do you think they'll go with the same team? Do you think they'll go with the same team, Chris?
No, he's definitely playing Murillo. He's definitely playing Dani Lorenzo. Doutor will be back.
Yeah.
Do you think Einar will get dropped?
No,
I don't think he will get dropped anymore. I think my guess is kind of the same 11, and only question marks I have is in midfield because we kind of got an overbooking now with players being very well, with Rafa playing good.
Yeah.
Is Dani Lorenzo going to start again only for 45 minutes, or is he going to bring him on later? Doutor is back now as well. Isan is there.
Yeah.
Ramon is also more fit.
The question would be: do you play with Dani Lorenzo? Do you play with Doutor or do you play with Rafa? And that
you can't leave Dani Lorenzo on
no,
the bench in a game like this.
Doutor will play the 90 minutes.
You need to get as many minutes out of him as you can and then bring him off and let somebody else come in. You need to start him. You need to start your best players.
Yeah, you need to go back to your best players. Isan, Doutor, Dani Lorenzo as your three in the middle of the park. If they're all available.
Joaquin Larubia, Chupi. That's your team.
Yeah.
You need to be ruthless. Yeah, you need to be ruthless.
Murillo, Puga, and Alfonso. That is, I think, the 11.
Worst comes to the worst, if we lose this, by my reckoning, we'll still be in the playoff places anyway.
Yeah.
Even if Burgos and Castellón win. I mean, Castellón we've got the better head-to-head, but if we're all in the same points, it comes down to the mini league, and we'll be above Burgos.
Yeah. And how is it to do the playoffs again? Is it first versus third, fourth versus how did they do it? The fixtures for the playoffs.
It's third. It'll be third versus sixth and fourth versus fifth.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Then 2 games. So if we would end now, so with Almeria 3rd, Malaga 4th, Las Palmas 6th, Castellón 6th, we will play first away Las Palmas, then return at home, and then we will play the winner of Almeria against Castellón. If Almeria goes through, we will first play at home, and then the return will be Almeria. And I think it's the same as in Primera Ref, that there is no penalty. So after extra time, after extra time, the highest qualified will be promoted. So our goal is just to end 3rd. I think we need to end up as high as possible.
Yeah.
I do think over 2 legs we beat. If you go with what's in the playoff is where we end. I do think Malaga beat all the teams over 2 legs.
I think the team we most struggle with would probably be Castellón, that we haven't beaten in a long time.
Yeah.
Almeria,
Almeria are a good side as well, yeah. But we could have beaten them that night as well,
But all of these teams we beat at least once, except for Castellón.
Yeah. We've got the better head-to-head than all those teams apart from Castellón.
Yeah.
And equal to Almeria, so.
Yeah.
Maybe Burgos will sneak in. I don't think it does really matter. I think when the playoff starts, it will reset again. Yeah. Probably mentally, maybe Almeria will be a little bit hurt if they will end up in there, or Deportivo, because they have been fighting so long for the direct promotion. But if not, it's going to be tough. Anyone who will play, it's also set to 0. It's like a mini league that we have. So
yeah. The last game of the season is going to probably produce change all the results as that Depor against Las Palmas game. That's going to be a key to quite a lot of things. Where Malaga finish, where Depor finish as well. If Almeria get a win and Depor lose to Las Palmas last game, that could swap their places as well. So that's going to be key to a lot of things. That last game Depor against Las Palmas.
Also, what Depor does next week or this weekend.
And we could also go to Zaragoza and take 4 of them. So that helps our goal difference as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The way we've been playing away from home.
If Deportivo draws now against Valladolid and they maybe lose against Las Palmas, Almeria draw once, we're up in their direct promotion.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends next week, and it's going to be nice with everyone playing at the same time. So it's going to be very intense. It's going to be very up and down moments. So, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be.
It's exciting, guys,
nice.
Isn't it? That's it.
It's exciting.
Really exciting.
It's nice, exciting, and I'm just happy that the playoffs are kind of sure. We just need to beat Racing for really to close that down, and then go with full artillery against Zaragoza and just try to win there as well. Yeah. And that's the only thing we need to focus on now. Win those 2 games and then see where we end up. And then the rest can do what they want to do. But if we win those 2 games, we will end up the highest possible that we can.
That's all you can do is just win your games and then just wait and see where the cards fall at the end of it.
That's it.
And Malaga will have the good pressure. I think Almeria has a little bit the bad pressure.
Yeah.
And I think we don't really matter if we end 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th for the confidence. I think
as long as we're in there.
Yeah, as long as we're in there. Same for Castellón, same for Las Palmas. So the worst is if Deportivo gets that 3rd place or Almeria gets that 3rd place, I think they will mentally be more hurt.
The pressure's on all them. Malaga weren't meant to be up there. Malaga were meant to be mid-table at best, probably. Yeah. So the fact we're up there, the pressure's on all the other teams who, are paying extra amounts of money for players and wages. Malaga are just coming up with their youth team, and have ran the table since Funes came in. So
it's actually
anything for them is a bonus, guys.
Looking at the league from 1st to 6th, you've got Depor up there, you've got us up there, and you've got Castellón up there. That's 3 clubs that are in the 3rd division 2 seasons ago.
Yeah,
that's phenomenal, isn't it? It's brilliant,
Yeah. And then you've got Zaragoza that are a giant like Zaragoza that are about to drop out.
Cardiff as well. Cardiff have down there.
Cardiff as well. Yeah, there you go. It just shows it's crazy.
Yeah,
it really is.
We have to mention something because we're at the end of the podcast. I don't know what day, but this week it's someone's birthday.
Not mine.
And no, not mine either.
Not mine.
And I think it's it's nice to send a happy birthday wish from us to the one and only Matt Harrison, who's celebrating his birthday this weekend.
So on Saturday.
Happy birthday, my boy.
And from all of us, we want you to send
many happy returns, bud.
Big fat
happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday, Matt.
So the one and only host of the KiriCast.
Yeah.
Can you what age is he going to be, Paul? What can you disclose his age?
I can't disclose that.
That's personal information.
Happy 40th, Matt.
Anyone else has something to say?
No,
big. I think we
not me, guys.
All of it.
I think we done well tonight.
Yep, I'll see you on Sunday, Chris.
Yeah, when
are you flying out?
Yeah, probably on Saturday night.
Well, it depends how many I've had by then with how you turn up, so I might not see you Saturday.
Chris will be stuck on the boat.
But
he'll be stuck on a boat. Yeah.
But it seems like we're going karaoke again.
We are. I think. Again.
It will be me. It will be me going through the book the whole night again. And the moment I choose a song, they say, no.
Nobody knows that story, do they?
Karaoke's over.
The last time we went to the karaoke bar in Berramadina, everybody was singing, and Chris took the book to flick through to find what song he wanted. By the time you picked the song, the karaoke was finished and the place was shutting.
Gotta be quicker.
Try to pick the perfect song.
Yeah.
So get your thinking cap on, Chris, and get your song up front and ready to go.
Yeah, but you can pick now that song for the next time already.
Yeah,
and make sure you get a video of it, Paul. I want footage of this.
If you're in Benalmadena next Saturday night, come to see Jace.
Paul and Chris singing.
If you want to hear Paul singing, probably Walk 500 Miles.
I never did that one.
No, what's your one?
I could do though.
You always have good choices, by the way.
Well, the last one I did was Dignity by Deacon Blue.
That'd be the old Scottish music, Paul, eh?
That's it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens on Saturday.
So, Tony, I give the word to you to close the podcast.
Yeah, well, thank you everyone for listening. Hopefully, next week we will be talking about that we are on the promotion, the playoff confirmed, and maybe hopefully for something more. But I want to thank you all for listening, and a big, fat, how Chris always says it, Vamos Malaga. Fuck, I can't find the button. All right, bye everyone.